everybody. We're so excited that you joined us. And hey, whoever invited you to this call, I am telling you, they think you are amazing and think you would be a rock star at sharing this business and these products with everyone around the world. And hey, I am proof that if I can do it, anybody can do it. So we just want to get these drops and all these amazing products in the hands of millions, and there's no way we can do it by ourselves. So we need each and every one of you to take it in your hands as well, and then we're all better together.
And if you are here for the first time today, we do several different presentations. We have some of the highest quality nutritional products in the world. So sometimes we just share those products with people that want to improve something and they're just a customer. And then we have a really simple presentation where we only talk about one product. Our 2 p.m. Eastern call every day that you're on today is more centered around the business side of this. And sometimes when people first see this, to include me when I was coaching high school football and saw this industry for the first time, we don't really understand the power of today's world, working from home, the power of network marketing, creating leverage and residual income in your life, what that can mean down the road from a time freedom and an income standpoint. But the industry has always been amazing. But the last 2-3 years, there's been some markets that have just exploded. And our company is able to take advantage of what I call 3 converging markets. And if you study business, anytime you're ahead of the curve on emerging markets is a lot of times when real wealth can be created. And I firmly believe that's where we are in this company's life right now. But the 3 converging markets that if you decide you want to pay, I always like getting the money out of the way. It's $30 one time here. That's your business. You do have to either buy or sell some products to qualify it. But as far as just cost, $30, not in a renewal right now. So you get an app on your phone, you get an online presence, and you get what we call a home-based business, or in today's world, a phone-based business. That's going to allow you to capture these 3 markets. And one is the wellness industry. Post-COVID, more and more people are taking their health into their own hands, because if you look at the stats of people that had negative effects from COVID, 99% of them had underlying conditions such as type 2 diabetes. The technology revolution, we are in a situation now that we can do anything that we want to do from the palm of our hand on our phone. If you don't mind using one of the new smartphones, and you put your readers on, if you're my age in your 50s, or if you got good eyes, I mean, literally it's everything we used to do on a computer. And then everybody after COVID that got sent home from work realized that working from home is not a bad gig, that you don't have to fight traffic. You don't have to spend as much on gas, rush hour traffic, all those kinds of things. So a lot of people today want a way to build a business at their house, getting to spend time with their family, getting to be that stay-at-home mom. And the company we're going to show you how to do that with is called Partner.co, Partner Co. Find us that way everywhere, online, social media, YouTube. It's there is a magazine that tracks our industry. It's called Better Business from Home. And that magazine's given us their AAA plus trustworthy rating. That means we're one of the most trustworthy companies out of the 7,000 in our industry. And in 2 separate categories, they've got us ranked #1 in the world out of 7,000 companies. Maybe the most important thing when you pay that $30, whether you're in Edmonton, Alberta, or whether you're in Oxford, Mississippi, you've got the same opportunity now to do business around the world in 58 countries. All of the countries that you see listed there, we have an official license in. There'll be those flags on your website. And to do business in one of those countries is as simple as clicking the flag. They pay in their currency. It'll be written in their language. And you get paid the following week of whatever transactions occur back over here in the United States in the dollar, or if they're in Canadian, the same thing in the Canadian dollar. What we do at Partner Co. is really simple. We create, manufacture, and then distribute, that, which is what you and I do. We distribute to the end consumer some of the highest quality products on planet Earth in a multitude of different divisions, from liquid superfoods to healthy energy drinks, things to naturally raise your human growth hormone, weight loss, hormonal balance, better sleep. Everything we have is doctor created. It is all backed by science, so much so that a number of our products have made it into the physician desk reference. So Brittany, if you don't mind, I'm going to come to you first there in Jackson, Tennessee. I know that first off, I know that you've lost almost 100 pounds using the Skinny Drops, but you've also now built a really nice business from home, if you wouldn't mind sharing both. And as she's talking, I'll flip through some before and after pictures for you to look at.
Yeah, so tried everything on the market for the past 15 years. I have a hormonal disorder and couldn't lose weight. I was nearly 400 pounds. I'm now below 300. Coming up quickly on the 100-pound loss mark in less than a year. So they work. I've had a lot of success with them. As far as financial goes, it's completely changed my life in 6 months. Been here a little longer, but Todd likes to say I've only worked 6 months. Um, but yeah, so I've eclipsed what I made a whole year teaching. We've been on 5 vacations when we hadn't been on any in 7 years before that. Bought my dream vehicle. It's not paid off yet, but it's halfway there. Just a lot. Oh, all my medical debt has been paid off, all, debt free. So it's changed our lives in 6 months completely, financially and mine physically.
And Brittany, you do most all of your work via Zoom. I would say 90% right there at your house.
Correct. Every bit of it.
And then Kitty's coming in with us from California. Kitty, same for you. I think you maybe joined for the health benefits, but have turned it in now into I think you're a phone-based business today because I think you're in your car. And don't forget to unmute Kitty.
Did that do it?
Yeah, we got you now.
Okay. Okay. There's a glare on my phone, so I wasn't sure. I'm sitting here in Huntington Beach Central Park in Southern California, and I got in this business a long time ago. I heard about it in a college class, never heard of anything like this, and that was about 100 years ago. But I knew one day I would do it, and so when the right company came along, I jumped in, and then I had the only child I would ever be able to have at almost 40 years old. So there was no way that I was going to go out and work. And got to stay home with her, be a PTA mom, do all of those things, and still have a really good income.
You want to pay?
That daughter is now 33 years old, and I'm still here and just enjoying every bit of it. But what I was able to stay healthy. Obviously, I'm very grateful for that. My husband served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam and exposure to Agent Orange. All of those who served with him, their average age of death was 51 years old. My husband will be 80 years old this year. And I still get emotional talking about it. I mean, if it hadn't been for the products, we wouldn't have him. So just really, really grateful for that, and really grateful for everything that it has done for us. The one thing that was missing for me was a weight loss product. I could never figure out why somebody didn't come up with a weight loss product that was healthy. That was the criteria for me. It needed to be healthy. And I've just fallen in love with these drops. They are the best thing that ever happened to me, to my husband, to all the lives that we're able to touch. And I didn't know I could get any more excited about my business than I have with these drops, and just really, really grateful and love all the people that we're able to help. And my sister-in-law is on here now, and she must be married to my brother for 46 years and never, ever interested in being in the business, but the drops, they've made the difference.
And we didn't share much about how the drops work, but it comes in 2 bottles. Bottle 1 is going to do everything from helping you balance thyroid to stabilizing blood sugar. Bottle 2 has got the good form of B12, going to do everything from helping with stress and anxiety, helping with depression, helping with mood, increasing metabolism, energy levels. It comes with what we call an approved food list. You eat when you're hungry. We don't count calories. You just eat from what we call a low glycemic food index. It's really large. It's very healthy. It is God's foods, the things that grow in the ground, and the animals that walk on the ground are the things we eat, not the man-made things in bags and boxes that have a lot of simple sugars and carbs in them. So you're going to not only get, hopefully lose weight, but you're going to get way, way healthy internally. We are going to mention one other product since this is the business presentation, and that is called MOA. It stands for Mother of All. And it is 36 of the world's best superfoods in one little 2-ounce liquid package. And, coast to coast, most people now recognize a lot of these, probably buying some of them already. Really hard to get your hands on all 36. Matter of fact, it's also very expensive, over $1,000 to go buy them all individually. So it's 36 superfoods plus 6 medicinal mushrooms And if you research these mushrooms, you'll never not want to take this as long as you live. These mushrooms have crazy benefits from immune system boosting to other things in the body. But the reason the MOA became so popular globally is it really reduces inflammation of any kind. This was type 2 diabetes and a swollen ankle that decreased in 2 weeks. Same thing with Ernest here. You can see his weight loss and his ankle. This is eczema and psoriasis. It dries it up almost 100% of the time. This is rheumatoid arthritis. You can see the swelling that came out of Miss Deborah's legs. In 20 days, her son, sitting in the background there, lost 100 pounds with us. He's a football coach, and Zoomed his mom in because she had not left the house in years. She was on a walker. And 4 months later, that right-hand picture, she was out of the house doing air squats in that meeting there. So just completely reset her life. Maybe the best product I've ever seen for recovery after intense athletic performance, whether that be playing a sport or working out in the weight room or any other thing that requires intensity there. I know that Michelle is a tennis player, whether it be tennis elbow, you name it, it's going to be very beneficial. So you can be just a customer. This is more of a business presentation, but if it doesn't interest you, any product we've got, you can buy from somebody that is a global virtual franchise owner. They buy wholesale, they sell to you retail. That's how we make our income. We get the difference just like the store in the town or Amazon or anybody else that buys and sells product. But why you've been invited today is so you can do the same thing that we've all done, and that's pay your $30 one time, start getting all the products at a discount, but most importantly for this call, have your own business. We withhold no taxes out of the income you make. You are a business owner. At the end of the year, you will receive a 1099 from PartnerCo, which gives you the ability to use all the tax advantages of small businesses in your behalf, writing off expenses before you pay your taxes, which is very beneficial if you've only been a W-2 earner like I had previously been as a high school football coach. Once you pay your $30, you then are going to sell or buy some product. We'd like people to start with this pack for the simple reason that these skinny drops sell like cotton candy. I've never seen anything quite like it on social media. We live in a time frame where people just want what these skinny drops do for them, whether it's feel better, losing weight, stabilizing blood sugar. But you've got 4 for $371. You sell 3 at $150. That's $450 return. So basically, you're in the business for free. And if you want to earn income and keep your full discount, you will need one reoccurring customer a month. And you don't have to have that to be in the business. There is no punishment for not having it. And we don't even usually talk about it except on a straight business presentation. But if you do want to start getting your Friday paychecks, 100 points or $150 reoccurring, it can be you, or it can be a customer in town, or it can be you placing an order on your business of that much during the week that you need your qualification to occur. And then you're in business, and the company's going to pay you 9 different ways, to include building a savings bonus. You'll get an extra $10,000. We're going to download an app on your phone called Boards, and then we're going to upload our system into it. I'm not going to get into that on this call, but we're going to give you every post, everything you need to be successful right out of the gate. We've got Facebook groups built. You will have some on your team that you're joining. And then we've got our big groups. We'll get you put into those, get your customers put into those. But for the purposes of this call, we're going to conclude with this page. And that is, if you would like to create a passive residual income, you've got to have leverage. You've got to build a team, maybe originally with some people you know locally, but long-term, you'll want to get halfway proficient at this so you can help people that you get started, help them get their people started. And everybody knows somebody somewhere else. So very quickly, you'll change states, change countries. Fred, if you don't mind, I know that you grew up in the concrete business, but found this industry. You just recently found this company, but found this industry. And this industry allowed you to live a life of residual income without having to work.
That is a fact. I've actually been retired for about 8 or 9 years now. And it was going to take something big to get me to come back out in the industry. And I found what we call sometimes the unicorn of the industry. It has when you talk about technology and everything, this is the perfect storm where everything has come together with the right leadership, with the right products, and the right simple technology that anybody can do. And what is good about this, think about this, for 9 years, I've received, actually it's been longer than that, but for 9 years, I have never called that home office about anything, didn't need to, but that check shows up, the old guy talking to him, every week like clockwork, because I built something to last. And I believe what we're doing here will make what I did for 25 years pale in comparisons in the next 5.
And then Lisa, who I think you're the one that got Fred started, but Lisa, you and Mike, in most people's eyes, are extremely successful business owners. Y'all own approximately 10 dry cleaners, have owned more than that at times. But you actually came looking for us because you were tired of the rat race of owning a business, all the headaches. Would you mind sharing some of those headaches of a small business and why you sought this company out?
I'm going to hand that over to Mike.
Yeah. The usual problems with owning a small business, just like today, people not showing up, landlords calling, problems with the building, all of the things that come along with it. No matter how much money you can make, it's not residual and it's definitely not leveraged. So we were looking for a better way, and we're so glad we found it.
And Gracie, I'm going to let you close this out today. Gracie is the daughter of a pastor and wife of a pastor for approximately 75 years. But her and her husband, who was pastoring, joined the company several years back for extra income, and they've never gone full time. They're just consistent, what I call plotters. A few hours a week consistently over time. And Gracie, I know your 1099 was well north of 6 digits, more than probably you ever made being a pastor. And it's now passive residual income to you. But would you mind sharing and closing us?
Yes, it has been such a huge blessing, Todd. I was praying after we were no longer pastoring what my ministry vehicle was to be like, and God brought this to me. Like you said, I did not go looking for this. God brought it to me. And what a blessing it has been to prepare us for retirement. If people check on pastors, they find out it's difficult to build a really solid retirement income during those years. But when you get started, even part-time in here, by the time you reach those retirement years, you have something that is every week, it is solid. And it just is a tremendous blessing to have this. God knew what we needed, and he brought us to it, brought it to me. And we don't ever see ourselves not doing this, because it is something that you tell us we retire into and not out of, because there's always joy and blessing in serving other people. And that's what I love doing, is seeing people's lives changed in their health and in their finances. And I just praise the Lord for it.
So great. So you and Benny were already really healthy people. So you immediately knew the nutrition was good. I think I've heard you say you take every product we offer, which is a lot. I do the same. But the
Yes.
business side of things, you'd never done anything in this industry before. So were you nervous in the beginning, or did you have doubts?
Well, yes, I'm still nervous, but but it is something that you can grow in, you can learn, and you find yourself doing things that you didn't think you would ever be able to do and accomplish. And it is just so rewarding in every way. And we are just so thankful to the Lord that we are here in this industry, and all the people that he surrounds us with. Wow. It is just, you can't explain it. It is such a blessing. And we're just so happy to be here.
And you may not know, but last question, do you know approximately how many global franchise owners are in your business now?
A lot. How about 1,000, maybe? Pretty close.
I think you're through about 3,000 actually. So you got 3,000 on your team now. It's growing rapidly.
It is growing.
It's so far away from you now, I don't think you could ever find the end of it. It grows faster than you can keep up with.
You are right.
Thank everybody that shared today. Thank you for Michelle. Everybody out there, have a super blessed day, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd.